How did you specifically make friends in prison? Who were these new friends that you developed? Have you seen them after your release, and what were they in jail for?
How do you make sure, you know what? Birds of a feather flock together. So everybody doesn't hang out together. I had a little crew that we met, and we ended up, we all did a bunch of time. And when I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. There's nothing funny about it, but they're my bros, and there's a couple of them I truly love, who I take a bullet for. I don't see them. Once you're out, you pretty much lose touch. I do talk to some of my friends on the phone. How you meet them? I'm an athlete, and I played basketball, handball, and softball. And of course, I signed up for the softball league in the summer. We play softball, and I play basketball. And I'm good at it. I play a lot of handball, and the white boys play a lot of handball. And that's where I met most of my close friends today, on the athletic field in prison.
And what were they in jail for? What kinds of offenses?
Just like me, a real hardcore motherfucker is not going to be on the same yard I'm on. Like, somebody who murdered, a judge and her family or something is not going to be on the yard. I'm with people who are drug addicts like me, checks, credit cards, heroin, speed, same shit.
All drugs and drug-related offenses,
everybody, I think,
grifting and scamming, street
95% of the people,
hustles.
95% of the people in Nevada who are in prison are strictly directly because of drugs. And they might not have a drug charge, but they committed the crime they committed because they were high or they were a junkie and whatever.
Was there drug counseling and social service support and rehab available, since there's such a high percentage of drug-related incarcerations?
Not in Nevada. You go to high desert, and you know what? You can just rot there, and there's nothing. They don't even bring an AA in from the streets. No programs. It's horrifying. So I don't know what this country or this world expects of guys like that, myself. You don't want to teach them anything. So you know what they're doing? They're plotting their next felony for when they get out in the streets. So that should tell you something.
As you mentioned before, no specific vocational training or education except a GED, and no drug strategies or counseling, short-term and long-term.
No, I went to rehab one time for 30 days. The judge said go to rehab or whatever. I mean, my pro officer. No, I have never been to rehab, a long-term rehab. And to be honest, and I never wanted to stop getting high, to tell you the truth. At certain points in my time during the course of years, I didn't want to get loaded. I would ask God, please, take the obsession away. And then there were times just the first thing I did is run right to the spoon. This time, right here, I'm sure everybody knows the interview that I got out in April, I didn't run right to the spoon. Not right to it.
Let's switch to your current situation. Currently, where do you live?
Currently, what I call myself is a transient. I don't have my own home or anything like that, but I'm not on the streets, and I never will be on the streets. There's always a door I can knock on who let me in their house. I can sleep on their couch or whatever, but that's pretty much homeless, correct? I'm a transient, is what they call it, what I would call myself.
So you stay with other...
I'm a local, but I'm a local transient,
And you stay at their house?
I want everybody who's ever watching this in Vienna, I do have normal friends that, don't get high, didn't go to prison, that I invite them over for dinner and I go out and do things with. I just don't hang out with a bunch of idiots 24/7.
How has it been socializing with women, given the fact that you have multiple felony convictions, have spent 20 plus years, third of your life in jail?
Well,
how do you attract women? How do you meet women? How do they react to you? What type of women do you interact with?
Okay, where am I want to start with this? Females. I don't have any problems getting a female or the kind of.
How old are you now?
I'll be 59 November 18th.
And your first prison incarceration was when?
Prison incarceration
It was what age?
Was January of '93.
How old were you?
33.
So from 33 to 59, you've been in and out of prison.
20, 25 years, so it adds up. Like I said, there's a timekeeper in prison who keeps all the time. I would have to get in touch with her and give her my name and my back number, and she's the only. Well, I'm saying the timekeeper's the only one, but I know it's at least 22 years.
What's your experience meeting women now, socializing, dating?
I have a blast. I have no problem meeting women. I think I'm handsome, and I'm not your typical, what you might think. I'm always clean. I have clean clothes on. This is what I look like all the time. I wear dress shirts and jeans, and but the women that I hang out with have to be, or go with, have to be a little gangster. And when I say that, I don't mean criminal. They have to, they just have to be with the business. I see a lot of slang that you guys might not understand.
Explain it to the best
I
you
can't
can.
put this way. I can't be with the girl who won't go camping. Put it how that. Oh, yeah, there's no bathroom. I can't be with a dainty female. I need a strong woman in my life who's gonna,
What do they say, or how does the conversation go related when you first meet somebody, and how do you disclose that you've been to prison so many times?
Well, I tell them right off the bat if I really like the girl, because I don't want to, end up, being boyfriend or girlfriend, or you want to say, and you fall in love with somebody, and then 5-6 months down the road, they find out about your record, and they say you fucking lied to me, and fuck you, and I'm leaving you. So whoever I'm with, I let them know what my record is. I don't tell them I've been to prison once. I tell them I've been to prison 10 times. I have 12 felony convictions. I'm not a bad guy. I'm a good guy with a big heart, but I have to let them know about me right off the bat, because I don't want to end up falling in love, making a friend, and they tell me you lied to me, and I can't hang out with you because you lied to me.
And the women are okay with that?
There's an old saying, ladies love outlaws. Ladies love a bad boy. I don't care who believes in that or not. They like a little bad boy in their man, and so.
Have some of these other females you've interacted with also been to prison?
Absolutely, absolutely.
How
As
did
a matter of fact, other than a few, I won't hang out with somebody who hasn't been in prison because I don't trust them. I'll trust a person who's been in prison before I'll trust a person who hasn't been in prison. That sounds weird, but the person in prison did something wrong and the free person didn't. But you grow a bond with guys in prison and girls who've been in prison. You have this weird bond it's just there. And so I'll trust them more before I trust the square.
Is that a big subculture in Las Vegas?
What?
Many people who been to prison and were
Yes,
experienced with the law, with arrests, women specifically?
I was with a girl one night, and she's never even been arrested. She was 40-something years old. We got pulled over. We got stopped for walking on the street because my foot was a foot and a half off the curb, and the cop said I was jaywalking. So you know what happened with that situation. But when they asked to run us, they asked for ID so they can run us to make sure we don't have warrants. He came back and said, "You've never been arrested?" And she said, "No." And she said, "You're lying." "I'm lying? You just ran us. I've never been arrested, sir." "And you, Mr. Meyerowitz, you've been arrested?" So, oh my God, And the cop said to her, "What are you doing with him for?" You know what I mean?
And what did she say?
I told the cop to shut the fuck up. You're an asshole, you stupid fuck.
And what did she say?
Started yelling at him too. "Who are you? You stopped us. Of course you stopped us. Who are you?" And start asking questions. Well, I can't help it. I swear sometimes. And that's just this interview. I'm going to tell you what's up.
It's the how do you attract women? How do you meet women?
How do I attract women? Because a lot of you know what? Sometimes I don't know. I don't think I'm a bad-looking man. I have a mouthpiece. I can talk to a female. How I'm talking now for this interview is I'm talking convict, penitentiary stuff. I'm not, I'm pretty much a big teddy bear, but I can be.
So a significant portion of the women that you interact with and socialize with have been to prison or been arrested.
They like guys like me. They want guys to be rough and tough and take over.
And are they also in the drug culture?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I've had a lot of. There was a woman I was with for a long time, named Pam Martino, who, I loved her. You can ask me why I loved her. I couldn't even tell you, but it was a dope fiend relationship, and we kept each other high medicated for years. And so I would, for some reason I'm attracted to women who have a little bit of psycho in them. To tell you the truth, but it's weird, but that's how it is.
You wouldn't go on normal dating. Conventional dating sites like JDate, Match.com, Tinder.
No, not the square sites. No, definitely not.
Because
and I don't go on, and I go online on my phone, but I go to the other freaky stupid lines.
So no problems or challenges meeting women and socializing with women, despite your background.
None.
And a portion of them, or a significant portion, also have records and prison time.
a significant portion. I wouldn't say it's more than 60. 60%.
And what is the drugs that are commonly used in Las Vegas, and what do these all the people
Everybody
and their
knows.
friends do?
Everybody knows. I don't feel like I'm. The drug here in Las Vegas is methamphetamine and heroin. It's bad. Everybody knows it's an opiate addiction epidemic all over the world. But here in Las Vegas, they call it spun. They're either wound up on meth or they have a heroin habit, and there's no in between.
Is there adequate treatment help if you seek it out
In Las Vegas?
for people who are of low income or no means of paying?
Adequate. I don't know about adequate, but there is help if you want it. And of course, there's help if you want it. If you really, really want it. Yeah. Lots of it too.